Alrighty. So my first question is, tell me your name and a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Karely Romero. I'm from Venezuela, a little town named Maracay. I'm a fashion designer. I also work in a store, and I consider myself a multi-passional person, multipasional in Spanish. I had lots of passion. I love to dance, I love to draw, I love to take pictures, I love to do pictures, I love to do so many stuff. So that's a little bit about me.
Sorry.
No te preocupes.
Una limonada mineral.
Gracias.
Mi hermano.
Ay, qué lindo.
Permiso.
Gracias.
What are some experiences that have brought you joy, and like, what are some experiences that bring you joy and fulfill you, basically?
Well, these years, I just adapt this. How do you say that? This new type of believing, I guess, and enjoy every single moment, and be really conscious about every moment I have in life. So every little moment ¿cómo lo digo en inglés? A ver. Cada pequeño momento que voy pasando, para mí me llena como de mucha emoción. O sea, todos los momentos pequeños para mí son lo máximo. Entonces este año he estado como muy consciente en estar apreciando esos little moments.
All right, awesome. What do you think are some core strengths and weaknesses that define your character?
Okay, so my weakness? You say weakness?
Yeah, strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, my weakness first. I think I'm a very I don't trust that fast in people. So I got like trust issues with people. I think everybody is bad, but it's not always like that. So I think that will be a problem for me. Also, I'm really perfectionist in so many ways. And sometimes that brings me stress, and I don't know, it makes me feel sometimes like down because I'm not doing the things of how I was supposed to do it. So I think that would be my weakness. And my strength, I'm really open to everything. So I'm down to do anything, to experience new stuff, to meet new people. I used to consider myself like an antisocial person, but I realize now that it's not like an antisocial person. It's just like I like to be in peace. So when I feel in peace with someone, it's where I can be my like social, really social. So that's one of my strengths. Also, I really love to learn new stuff all the time. So I'm always learning something, a new language. I'm always reading some type of book. I'm always hearing podcasts. I'm always filling myself with knowledge and conocimientos y muchas cosas.
Jumping back to the parts that you mentioned were your weaknesses, where you talked about trust. What are some ways that you try to protect yourself when, like, but you say you don't trust easily. So when people come into your life and try to require you to have trust and faith in them, what are ways that you use to protect yourself from
I don't talk too much. So when people came to me and start talking and I don't feel that comfortable, I just stay quiet. And I'm like, okay. No, I'm not like a really yes, I mean, sería eso, de que no, o sea, soy muy callada. No, no suelo sentarme a platicar con la gente y como que mantener esa conversación, sería eso.
Do you feel like by not talking and using that strategy to protect yourself in those situations, do you feel like when you look back on your life so far that you possibly miss out on opportunities or?
Yes, completely. But I've been working on myself in that area. Like, sí, he trabajado mucho en eso.
So then you talked about your strengths and also working on yourself. So that means you have a vision of who you want to be.
Sorry, my eyes, like, the sun is hitting into my eyes, so I'm not crying. Okay.
So you mentioned your strengths and that you're working on yourself. So you have a vision of where you see yourself, where you want to be as a person. My question is, how do you, I guess, navigate the gap of where you currently are and where you want to be? Like, what strategies or encouragement are you telling yourself? Like, okay, I'm here and I want to be there, but what are you telling yourself to stay encouraged to get to the place that you see yourself?
I always try to do things that are really uncomfortable to me. So that makes me grow a lot as a person. I'm always doing something that doesn't, like, no me hacen sentir tan cómoda. Like, I don't know, I was afraid to dance in front of the people. I was really scared about people see me and judge me, and I planned myself that goal. Like, I have to stop. I really love to dance, so I have to stop thinking about what people's going to say about my dance. So I started going now more to social dances, and yes, I think that would be like something that I always trying to do, like not pull me into a box.
Yeah.
Just doing things to make me grow.
Yeah.
Like,
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely. Do you feel that dance has been like a huge part of getting you to where you see yourself?
I never thought of that, actually. Lo voy a decir en español. El baile, I see the dance as a hobby. It's not something that I want to do like all the time, but it's been transformed myself into who I am right now. Like a more confident woman, a really social friend, because I was not really social. I was afraid to talk to someone who I didn't know. So yeah, it's been more than just like a physical stuff. Like in my mind has been transformed with the dance. So yes.
talked, I guess we're kind of all on the same subject. You talked about in order to see yourself grow into the person that you're, and it's not to say that you don't appreciate the person you currently are, because obviously you've been working to get to a certain point, so realizing that you have to get to a certain point means that you have grown already.
Yes.
So, I guess, was there a certain period of time where you realized that, okay, I need to change something? And so, do you care to share?
Yes. I mean, last year, I was in a really weird place in my life. I was in a bad relationship. I get away from my friends. So I was like, no sabía quién era en ese momento. So at that time I realized that I have to, I always was a really dreamy person. Soñadora, muy soñadora. And the last year I stopped being that. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but I stopped planting myself goals. I stopped working out. I stopped dancing. I stopped doing so many stuff that I really love to do it. When I finished that relationship that was like really toxic and really bad for me, I realized that I have to do something to recover myself of de cómo me gustaba ser a mí antes. So it wasn't easy, but I started doing things again that I used to like. I started going out more with friends. I started reading again. I started doing lots of stuff. So that's what actually something at that time wake me, and I say, oh, I have to do better. Like, yes.
So, it seems that you are pretty self-aware and in tune with, like, situations and who you are as a person and your comfort zone. Is there, like, a certain time when you feel more in tune with yourself? Like, I guess, knowing, like, is there moments where you're just more you, I guess, compared to other moments?
I feel that now I feel more than me than other experience. O sea, me siento más yo que anteriormente. I feel like now I've been appreciating more everything. It makes me feel like, I don't know, I really like who I am right now. And I know that I know I can still be growing. And I know the experience can change me more in a good way. But I really like the person who I became today. So, sí.
With you learning and loving who you are currently, and when you have made, I don't like to call them mistakes. It's just, I look at them as learning experiences, but we'll just use it for, because I know everybody has their view of like mistakes are good, or using the word mistakes, but it's like it's not. It's a thing that has happened that you may not have wanted to happen, or things that we've done that we may not have wanted to have done. But from before you became the person who you are was there a certain way you would navigate your feelings on when you would make mistakes compared to now, like how you handle things that, like you mentioned the thing of being perfectionist per se to an extent, and so what that becomes when you don't complete something or something doesn't happen the way you want it to, is like, do you? Sorry, my question is very long.
And I'm like,
See, this is a growth thing for me too,
Okay.
as well. So, but basically, when you do you handle yourself differently when you would make mistakes in the past compared to now?
yes, I surely do. I used to get stuck a lot in my back experience. Like, oh my God, this happens to me. I'm never gonna through this. I'm such a bad person. I was really stuck in the moment. Now I take the moment, I analyze it, and I let it go. So, and it's crazy because I used to see myself last year, 2 years ago. Now I see myself and how I handle situations now. And it's crazy, but yes, I used to get stuck a lot. I've always been very perfectionist, but now I'm still perfectionist, but like appreciate everything. Appreciate even the bad times. Like I still can learn something from the bad times. So yeah.
What is one thing that you, or it could be two, what is one or two or three, however many things, but obviously, what is one thing that you love about yourself and you feel that you can use it to inspire you?
Wow. That's a very good question. I feel that I am really. I'm a dreamer maker. I make my dreams come true. I work really hard to get what I want, and I always get what I want. That could be sound like caprichosa. I don't know how you say caprichosa in English. It's like, well, I don't know the word, but it could sound really caprichosa. But no, I think that people can admire that from me. That if I want something, I get it, and I don't care how I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I still do it, and I still get it. So that's something that I think people can really admire from me, I guess. Other stuff. I don't really care a lot about, like right now, I don't care a lot about what people is going to think if I'm doing something new. Like, I was talking with a friend the other day, and he really wants to throw a party, but he was worried because he was worried about his friends to not like the place. And I was like, but it's your birthday, you have to do whatever you want. And he was like, no, but I don't know if they're gonna like them. So right now I don't think that much in what other people, in a bad way, can think of of the way I think, of the way I do things, or the way I interpret things, because I don't know. It's right now. I don't want it to sound like a person egoísta, selfish. I don't want to sound selfish, but right now it's about me and how I spend the time, how I yes, see.
I guess one final question. Is there anything that is there anything that your current self, you right now, is there anything you want to tell your future self? So when you look back later on, if you watch this video 10 years down the line, so is there something you want to tell your future self?
I hope that my future me still think this way, like not worrying a lot about so many stuff and just enjoying the process of the goal. So that's what. Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, braving the heat, you know.